Hello, welcome to a new section of this video course, Regression with Automobile Data. In the previous section we saw how to visualize diamond dataset. In this section we'll first get introduced to regression and then jump into linear regression. We'll then use stepwise regression method for variable selection. We'll also explore logistic regression, cubic regression and penalized regression. Now we move on to the first video of this section that will give you an introduction about regression. In this video we'll see the formulation of a regression problem. Regression methods help in predicting the future outcomes of a target variable. As an example, here are a few business cases. In the sales and marketing domain, how can a business achieve a significant improvement in sales? Can we successfully predict using the if a necessary amendment is made to the drivers of sales? In the retail domain, can we predict the number of visitors to a website so that the necessary tech support can be aligned to help operate the site better? How can a retail/e-commerce owner predict the number of footfall to their store in a month, week, year? In the banking domain, how can a bank predict the number of people applying for home loans, car loans and personal loans so that they can maintain their liquid capital to support the demand? In the banking domain, prediction of default probability can be estimated using regression methods so that a bank can decide whether to approve a loan credit card to a customer. In the automobile manufacturing domain, the sales unit of vehicles is indirectly proportional to the price of the vehicles, and the price of a vehicle is decided by many factors such as usages of different metals, components, and various vehicle features such as RPM, mileage, length, width, and others. How can a manufacturer predict the unit of sales? There are different methods to perform regression, including both linear as well as non-linear. Regression-based predictive analytics is being used in different industries in a different way. Regression methods support the prediction of a continuous variable prediction of the probability of a success or failure of a variable, prediction of events based on features, and so on. Let's now look into the formulation of a regression problem. The formulation of a regression problem is very essential in creating a good regression-based predictive model. A typical approach in building a good predictive model follows a process of converting a business problem to a statistical problem, then converting the statistical problem to a statistical solution, and finally converting the statistical solution to a business solution. Here are the steps which are required to build a good predictive model using regression-based methods. The first one is a clear understanding about the background or context is very much required. Sometimes a good predictive model does not make sense for a business from a context point of view. However, a contextually relevant predictive model may not be a good predictive model. The next step is a clear understanding about the objective is needed. What are you predicting and why are you predicting? Domain expertise is required. Most of the times, non-relevant features get added to a model having no practical sense because they show a mere correlation. Also, a clear understanding about correlation and regression is important. It's a common phenomenon that people misconstrue a mere correlation or association as regression. All regression may show causal relationship, but not the contrary. And the last step is conversion of a business problem to a statistical problem should be done carefully so that assumptions and business understanding can be taken care of in the model. Initial exploratory data analysis reveals the relationship between variables so that the variables can be included in a predictive model. The exploratory data analysis involves univariate, bivariate, and multivariate data analysis. Missing value imputation, outlier treatment, and removal of data entry errors are also equally important before proceeding with regression methods. Here we're going to take two datasets, cars93_1.csv and artpiece_2.csv, to maintain various regression methods with a detailed analysis of what regression to use where and under what circumstances. For each regression method, we'll take a look at the assumptions, limitations, mathematical formulations, and interpretation of the results. Cool. In this video, we had a brief introduction on regression.